Hello friends, welcome again in oil hydraulic and pneumatic session. In today's session, we will discuss about the basic industrial hydraulic circuit. Myself, Professor Praveen Jinjala from LG Institute of Engineering and Technology. During this session, we will discuss about the what is industrial circuit, how we can utilize the hydraulic system for industry purpose, for two-end operation, for sequence operation, or for automation in industry. So by utilizations of industrial hydraulic circuit, we can automate, means we can also operate the automatically operations in industrial. So in during this session, we will be only discuss about the basic industrial hydraulic circuit. So in circuit, we study about the different types of component used for industry in hydraulic system, as like the automatic operation or for prevent the accident or for safety purpose. So let's start our session. First is dual control operation, or it's also called two-hand operation circuit. In two-hand operation circuit, from the name we can also suggest only for two-hand use for operations of circuit. If you press only for one button, so no, there will be no output. If you press only for right hand side button, so there will be no output. If you press two button at the same time, that time will be output will be created. What is requirement of two hand operation? Sir, it is used for safety purpose. If we are using only for one end, so second end is chances for accident. So its circuit is also called for safety circuit. If we use for two ends, so there will be chances of accident will be reduced. It's also called a end logic circuit because two hand used for at a time for operations of hydraulic circuit. So it's called two hand operation or dual control hydraulic circuit. First examples of two-hand operating circuit is two-hand operations of single acting cylinder using 3 by 2 direction control valve. We want to operate the only for single acting cylinder for two-hand operation. So this is the circuits of two-hand operation by utilizations of 3 by 2 direction control valve. In the previous lecture, we have also discussed about the different types of basic hydraulic circuit. In basic hydraulic circuit, we have discussed about the different types of cylinder, different types of direction control valve used for different types of cylinders. So in the previous lecture, we have also discussed how to utilize or which type of direction control valve used for single acting and double acting cylinders. So in two-end operation, first of all, we start the hydraulic pump by utilization of electrical motor. So this is the pressure relief valve. So fluid will be passed from pump to port A and port A to will be passed to second valve, valve B. So valve, whenever you press the button here, so valve 1 or valve A will be operated. So fluid will be passed from P to A and A to valve B. If you press this button, so only for fluid will be passed from P to A and A to cylinder, and cylinder will be extract. So during the retraction position, fluid will be passed from cylinder 1 to 40 to reservoir. So this is the only for utilizations of two hand for operating single acting cylinders. When we press the from right hand side valve A and from left hand side valve B, so only for single acting cylinder will be extract. So this is the operations of single acting cylinder by utilizations of 3 by 2 direction control valve. And we have also discussed in previous lecture different types of direction control valve. Here the three will be representation numbers of ports. So here the three port P, T and A. Two will be represent two position. In first position, fluid will be passed from pump to port A, and in second position, fluid will be passed from A to T. So this is the two position and three ports. So it's called 3 by 2 direction control valve. Second examples of two-hand operations is two-hand operations of single acting cylinder using twin pressure valve. In the previous lecture, we have also discussed about the twin pressure valve. So first of all, we understood about the what is twin pressure valve. Twin pressure valve is nothing but If you supply only for one side, so no output. If you supply the only for second side, so there will be no output. If you supply on both sides of valve, so there will be output will be created. So this is the twin pressure valve. So we can also use for two-end operation for twin pressure valve. So in circuit diagram, whenever we start our hydraulic pump, so fluid will be passed from reservoir to port P in both valve 1 and valve 2. If we supply the only for fluid from valve A, so there will be no output. If we supply hydraulic fluid from only for valve 2, so there will be no output. If we supply the hydraulic fluid from both valve 1 and valve 2, so that's time output will be created and fluid will be only for pass from cylinder and cylinder will be extract. And during the retract position, fluid will be passed from B to T or A to T and T to reservoir. So this is the two-hand operation by utilization of twin pressure valve. Next is two-end operations of double acting cylinder using 3 by 2 direction control valve. So in 3 by 2 direction control valve, there are the two 3 by 2 direction control valve. First valve number 1 and second is valve number 2 by utilization of 3 by 2 for double acting cylinder. So by utilization of two-end operation, we can also operate the double acting cylinder. So in 3 by 2 direction control valve, in first position, whenever we start our hydraulic pump, so fluid will be passed from reservoir to pump and pump to port P. When you press this button, so only for fluid will be passed in first position from port P to port A and port A to cylinder. And cylinder will be retract. Cylinder will be passed from right hand side to left hand side. If you not press this valve one, so output will be 0. So no operations of cylinder. So same time you have to press this button for retraction. So fluid will be passed from H to port A and port A to T and T to reservoir. So this is the double acting cylinder by utilization of two-hand operation. In second position, pump will be started. So left hand side valve P will be connected to A and right hand side valve A will be connected to T. So fluid will be passed from pump to port P and P to A and A2 will be passed to left hand side of cylinder and cylinder will be extract. So right hand side fluid will be same time passed from R to A and A to T and T to reservoir. So by utilization of two 3 by 2 direction control valve, we can also use for double acting cylinder for two-hand operation. So advantages of two-hand operation is to reduce the accident or injury to human. Next is automatic continuous operations of double acting cylinder. First of all, we study about what is requirement of automatic continuous operation. We also seen in during our industrial visit, there are the many applications in industry. We require the continuous operation. For our current time is in industry is automation time. Automatic operation. Automatically system works, automatic packing, automatic filling, automatic packing or automatic industrial crane or transportation. So these are the requirement of automations in industry. So we can also design the industrial circuit for automation. So automation will be done by utilization of switch and valve. If we are using the automation by switch, so it's called operations of switch by automation. In utilization for valve, so it's called valve for automation. In switches, we can use for solenoid, and solenoid is used for the automatic electrical valve. We have in previous lecture, we have also discussed what is solenoid and how it works. Solenoid is nothing but one type of magnetic valve. If we supply the electricity, so magnetic field will be created and it will be shift the spool. And the same reverse position, we can operate the spool valve or direction control valve. So in the automatic operation, we can also use the solenoid. While in limiting valve, we use the pilot operated valve. In pilot operated valve, we can also, it is one type of mechanical valve. Whenever we want to shift the spool, so that's time we can also supply the pressurized fluid and we can shift the spool position. So in limiting switch, we will use the solenoid, while we will use the in limiting valve, use the pilot 4 by 2 direction control valve. First examples of automation is by using the limiting switch and double solenoid 4 by 2 direction control valve. So here the same diagram. It's like this is the 4 by 2 direction control valve. Number of port is 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Two position. First position fluid will be passed from pump to first side cylinder. In second position fluid will be passed from pump to second side of cylinder. So we can also operate by automation. In automation, first of all we start the electrical motor. It will be rotate the hydraulic pump, and pump will be supply the hydraulic fluid from a reservoir to 4 by 2 direction control valve. So what's happening whenever we fluid supply from 4 by 2 direction control valve? So in first position fluid will be passed from port here to here. So fluid will be passed from left hand side to cylinder, and cylinder will be extract. So at the end of stroke, this spool will be touched to the limiting switch 2. So what's happened? At a touch of limiting switch, so electric current will be passed from limiting switch 2. That's time what's happened? Electricity will be passed from limiting switch here too, and magnetic field will be created, and this spool will be shifted. So the positions of direction control valve will be changed. So what's happened? So pump will be connected to this port, and this A port will be connected to P. So what's happened? Here the fluid will be passed from pump to this port, and fluid will be passed to right hand side of cylinder, and cylinder will be start to retract. So at the end of stop, this rod will be touched to the limiting switch 1. So whenever it touches to limiting switch 1, so electricity will be passed from limiting switch to solenoid 1, and solenoid will be magnetic field create, and spool will be shifted. So this is the utilization of double acting cylinder by utilization of 4 by 2 control direction control valve for 2 limiting switch by utilization of solenoid. In first position fluid will be passed from pump to this position to left hand side, and at the end of stop, here the limiting spool will be touched to the limiting switch 2, and it will be operated, and spool will be shifted, and second position will be created. So this is the by using limiting switch double solenoid 4 by 2 direction control valve. Second example of automatic operation is by using limiting valve and double pilot 4 by 2 direction control valve. So this is the two rod double acting cylinder. This is the pilot operated 2 valve. This is the 4 by 2 direction control valve. Whenever we start our hydraulic pump, so in what's happened in first position, pump will be shift the hydraulic fluid from reservoir to pump and pump to the first cylinder. So fluid will be passed from the left hand side of cylinder, and cylinder will be piston will be moved from left to right hand side. So at the end of stop, this spool will be touched to the this point. And what's happened? Whenever this rod will be touched to the this pilot, so here the fluid will be passed from this pump to the reservoir, and it fluid will be pressure to the P1 pilot P1, and here the pressure will be created. So this spool will be shifted, and spool will be shifted. So direction of fluid will be changed. So in second position, whenever fluid will be passed from pump to port B and port B to right hand side. So right hand side fluid will be passed. So at the end of stop, this spool will be touched to the second valve. And here they will be operate the direction control valve, and fluid will be passed this valve to pilot to P2, and P2 will be applied the force, and spool will be shifted. So by using the limiting valve and double pilot 4 by 2 direction control valve, we can create the automatic operation. Next is speed control circuit. First of all, what is requirement of speed control? Speed control is requirement for particular application. If you want to 300 mm of linear motion, so after the 300 mm of linear motion, the spool will be stopped. So this is the requirement of speed control circuit. Speed control we can also control by utilization of flow If we control the flow, so speed will be automatically controlled. So there are the three types of speed control circuit. Meter in, it will be control the inlet fluid. Meter out, it will be control the fluid of outlet, and bleed off circuit. In bleed off control, we extract the some amount of fluid from the system and we can operate the speed, or we can reduce the speed of cylinder. So let's start one first examples of speed control circuit. First example is meter in circuit, or it's called throttling in circuit for extension. For extension in meter in, so we are using the controls of flow by inlet portion. So it's called meter in circuit. In meter in circuit, whenever we start our pump, it is 4 by 2 direction control valve. So fluid will be passed from P to A, and fluid will be passed to here the meter in flow control valve. So this is the variable restricted flow control valve. This is the check valve. So in inlet portion, we can control the hydraulic fluid velocity or flow motion. And by motion, we can also control the speed of cylinder. So cylinder will be extract. Same time fluid will be passed from B to T and T to reservoir. In second position, we can also utilize for P will be connected to B, and B fluid will be passed from right hand side, and piston will be moved from right hand side to left hand side, and here the flow control possible. So meter in circuit, it's in two positions can be possible. Meter in circuit for extension and retraction. Same circuit we can also draw. This valve will be drawn on right hand side, so it's called meter in circuit for retraction. Means we can control the speed of piston by exhaust or by retraction. So it's called meter in circuit for retraction. So this example is for meter in circuit for extension. This valve will be shifted to right hand side, so it's called meter in circuit for retraction. Next is meter out circuit or throttle out circuit for extension. Meter out circuit means we are using the control of hydraulic fluid flow at a outlet portion. So in first position, pump will be shifted the hydraulic fluid from pump to A, and L will be passed to the this cylinder. So what's happened during the retraction stroke or during the pass of fluid from B to T, fluid will be controlled by this control valve. This is the variable restricted flow control valve, and this is the check valve, non-return valve. Fluid will be controlled by utilizations of this system. And reverse position we can also easily pass the hydraulic fluid due to the non-return valve. So this is the applications of meter out circuit. This circuit we can also design for retraction. If this valve is shifted to left hand side, so it's called meter out circuit for extension of double acting cylinder. So here the two system, meter in and meter out. Meter in circuit means it is used for inlet fluid flow for control of speed, and meter out circuit used for the control of outlet fluid flow for control the hydraulic speed for cylinder. Third one is bleed off circuit. In bleed off circuit, we control the hydraulic fluid flow by separating the some amount of hydraulic fluid. Here let's one example. This is the reservoir. Whenever this is the 4 by 2 direction control valve, this is the double acting cylinder. Whenever we start of hydraulic pump, so fluid will be passed from P to A, and A to cylinder will be extract. So during this position, we can control the air fluid. Fluid will be some amount of bypass. So it's called bleed off circuit. So we can also control the hydraulic circuit for extension, and the right hand side fluid will be passed from B to T and T to reservoir. In second position, fluid will be passed P to B and A to T and T to reservoir. So bleed off circuit we can also design for extension and retraction. So this diagram is bleed off circuit for extension because we are using the extension stroke for controls of speed. Same here, we can also control the hydraulic speed circuit for retraction. Here the retraction diagram. This is the extension, but This can be shifted to right hand side, so it will be become the for retraction diagram. Retraction means we are using the exhaust fluid control for controlling hydraulic cylinder speed. So it's called bleed off circuit. So speed control circuit, there are three types: meter in, used for the control the fluid flow at a inlet; meter out, used for the at a outlet control; bleed off circuit, used for the extract the some amount of fluid during the extension and retraction. Thank you.